I see it. You can put the leg down.
Yeah.
Um,
How are you, man?
Really?
Good. Honor of my life.
Oh, you
That's
don't mean that, but that's
yeah.
okay.
You just have to say that, right?
Reciprocating the kindness.
That's what we want to do. Hey, dude, it's so
Yeah.
lovely to talk to you in this moment. Welcome back to releasing music. First
Mm.
full record for Good Charlotte in 7 years. All
Been a
started
while.
at a wedding, I believe.
Yeah, that's the story. It's actually a true story. My little sister, who is my wife's little sister, my sister-in-law, but we've I've
Yeah.
been I've known her since she's 7. She's all grown up. She's getting married. And you're she's like our kid. We've been with her since she was little, and you're just so happy when people land on their feet and when you're all you could hope for with your kids is they get things they get like they marry someone nice and everything works out. And we were just so it was such a big moment for all of us because she's so happy and she's so excited to get married, and she's marrying a really nice guy. And they asked us if we'd play the wedding, and of course there's like of course we're going to play the wedding. I called the guys, the whole band came, everybody showed up. They had to fly to the south of France. It's really far away. It's um, but it was great. It was like this family endeavor, and it felt so special. And then the night was beautiful. It was at Hotel du Cap. It's at this place I've never been to this place. We've certainly never played there, so it's not something I think Good Charlotte, not the first obvious place Good Charlotte would play. And it was this really special, magical, crazy night, and we had this amazing show, and the whole band is partying together that night. We're all just celebrating, and we were like, we should make a record. And then we're like, yeah, everyone. We were, of course, we said yes. And like the next week, we're all talking about making a record and how great it was. And then that's where it started. And here we are.
I love that because it's what I love so much about the new song Rejects is it's got that really nostalgic feel to it. And I mean, I grew up, I was 15 in 2005. Like I'm right in the peak of Good Charlotte time.
Yeah.
And I love it's got this sort of modern touch to it, but it feels like it could have been released 20 years ago as well at the same time. What was the thought process going into making this record? Did you want to maintain that feeling with your older fans or sort of bring in the new fans too?
I think we wanted to make a record that we loved, and that was true to where we're at, like as a band in real life. We've always tried to do that. And the producers we worked with, a guy named Jordan Fish, who was he's I think one of the best rock producers today. He was in Bring Me the Horizon. He was a force behind their music for a long time. He's made some incredible records. He's at the beginning of his producer career, and I think is really important. And then Zach Cervini, they teamed up. Zach's another incredible rock producer, one of the best. And so I do think that like the creative collaboration with us and them mixed to really well. So I think there was a modern approach to making the record, but all the classic Good Charlotte things that we just kind of breathe came out. Like we were working with people that got it out of us in a really good way and still knew how to put together a record that could be today, that could live and breathe
Mm.
today, which I think is very hard to do. And I think that the creative process between artists and their collaborators and producers is kind of the good ones can do that. And I think that's what Jordan and Zach brought to this record. And and we were lucky to work with them. Um, and we love this record. We even listen to it and go, yeah, it's got all this stuff that we do well. I know we know what we do, but it's very hard as an artist to get outside of yourself to put a record together that you think is a complete body of work. And
Yeah.
I think that having those collaborators was just really important, those modern record makers.
I love that. I love that always because I think it's difficult with a band with your legacy trying to kind of bring in new fans and sort of speak to new people. It kind of requires you to keep moving forward in a way that doesn't touch the legacy that you've created over so
And
long,
if you
right?
force it, you get it wrong. So what I
Yeah.
think Jordan and Zach did really well was was capture us and lead us along a little bit in finishing the record and finishing the songs in ways. But then like a song like Rejects is interesting because that's the first take. So what you hear on the record is the first pass of vocals right when we wrote it and the first pass of guitars right when we wrote it. And then there were some things finished on the track, but like what you're hearing is super raw on that song and that's why we put it out first. We felt like it was a good little appetizer for the record.
Yeah.
Is that how you've always liked to kind of record stuff though? Because it feels like for me, especially in the early days, things had this sort of live nature
Yeah.
Yeah,
to them, this sort of
Yeah.
we've
first
always
pass
done that.
nature. Yeah. So it kind of feels like it's getting back to that. I love what you said, a quote on your podcast the other day talking about sitting around the dinner table and feeling moments of peace and happiness, thinking about the fan base that you've built over so long and realizing that when you sit down and you've got that peace in your brain and you've got these beautiful people around you, that this fan base that you've built over so long has built that for you. Are you in a kind of really reflective, beautiful kind of stage with your fan base at the moment, do you think?
I think in life in general, I feel like when your kids get older and they're like minor teenagers, you get reflective because you've seen someone else now grow up in a full cycle of their life and they're basically adults. They can go out, they can drive, they can do all the things that they need to do to go make their own decisions and so you've watched this whole other person that you love more than anything grow up and I think that makes you reflective and it also makes me feel grateful that I've had the ability to raise a family, the ability to be to have this life when where I come from it wasn't guaranteed. So I feel just straight gratitude, and that my kids are healthy and my family's healthy, and that you live long enough, you get to an age where you realize like the reality of life. So I feel reflective, and I do feel gratitude for the people that provided that for me, and that is not just the fan base, but everyone who's ever contributed to the success of Good Charlotte. That's people that have worked with us. That's people that have played us on the radio, or people that have written nice things about us, or people that have whatever. Like the thing that it is, you don't have control of that. You just put stuff out, you try your best, and you cross your fingers and hope things go well, and you just keep trying. When people help you along in the moment when you're young and you're 20 something, especially if you're as immature as I was because of my lack of growth in my early stages of life. I don't know what it was, but it's not that I was always I think well mannered, but I don't think it resonated with me just how deep like it was that people supported us. And I think we were always like a grateful band to the fans, but maybe it's just a continuation of that because when I at this age I sit and I think, wow, I'm really lucky. I don't need to do another thing to feel this gratitude. Um, I don't need this record to be more than what it is. But I feel like I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I feel very lucky, and I have those moments, and I share them. I'm not. I don't know. I feel like I'm not holding back.
Yeah. Well, if you love this record, the fans are going to love this record because what you guys do, they love, and I feel like it's a shared experience. And you have so many fans in Australia, especially. I feel like you and Benji are basically honorary Australians at this point. Will you be
We
coming
kind of
back
are.
here at any point? You definitely are.
Yeah.
It's like half of my friends are all Australian. It's like a thing everyone knows. We are coming back. We're planning it right now. We're trying to figure out the tour because we're gonna do the whole world, and we're figuring out all the like legs of the tour. Based on all four of us have wives and kids, so we're all like it's a group effort to try to figure out these like 2 months here, 2 months there to tour. So we're doing it. We're coming. And we're not just going to do one tour. The band is like all committed. We all said like we think the next 5 years will be about put this record out, tour, see if there's another record in us. We'll see. Um, and just keep seeing what it means to be in Good Charlotte in 2025.
Yeah.
100%. That's such a good way forward. I love that you've got a 5-year plan at the moment because you
Yeah.
don't need a 5-year
Yeah.
plan. You can roll with the fucking
Yeah.
punches. But you're
No,
like, we're
but
doing this.
but we we can't do 100. Like we're never gonna. I don't think we're ever gonna do 100 shows in a year.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think we could put together like 50 solid shows. And the way we committed ourselves to Good Charlotte now is we're only doing it the right way. So every show is going to be 100% all out. The big show, we're bringing it, and we're rehearsing. We never rehearsed before. I'll tell you, Good Charlotte now is better live than we've ever been because we are rehearsing. We spent 2 weeks rehearsing. Never done that in our freaking career ever. So everybody's committed to making this sound good, and we love the record. And so the shows we do, we are very excited to be there, and we're definitely coming to Australia. We're definitely going to do a world tour next year, and then we'll go from there. We'll see
Awesome.
what we can do.
I love
Um,
that.
Just very quickly, Nick Kelly, are you wearing pants today? This will make sense in a second.
I'm wearing shorts.
Okay, that's
Sure.
fine. Joel, you are the host of Ink Masters. That's
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
For Nick's 30th birthday, we got him his very first tattoo, and I'd like your opinion on it. I got to choose the design. It's on his leg, and it is my initials, and he didn't get to see it until it's finished. Can you
This is
stick
so
with it?
inappropriate.
Oh, let's see. Let's take a look.
I'm trying to.
Oh wow.
It's
Okay.
LB and a love
it's a
heart.
heart with an LB. I see it. You can put the leg down.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's a that's a yeah. Let's call that a. I'm not going to call it a sticker. I'm going to call it a fine line, black and gray.
It's a fine line. Very good. Okay.
Fine line, black and gray. Very
Yeah.
good line work. Very fine lines. The LB is exquisite. It well placed on the thigh.
Yeah,
Good
we did
thigh
realize
placement.
that now he's going to, every time he's being intimate with someone, he's going to have to think of me now. So, because
The
it's right
thigh.
there.
I just want my initials on your thigh.
Exactly. Where else? Where
Didn't
else?
know you were a thigh guy.
I'm a thigh guy, baby, from way back.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Thank
I
you,
really
Joel
like it.
Madden, you beautiful
Well
man. We
done.
really appreciate your
Good.
time today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.